Okay, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're gonna start with this one first. The US president's schedule to make announcement Friday from Oval Office. The president will address the nation Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time from the Oval Office. No details on the subject have been released yet. Stay tuned. There's a possibility it might be because of the peace agreement, or possibly Tomahawk missiles. But we're going to find out sooner or later, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to get to more of that news. We have more information coming out. Look at this here, guys. A 7.4 magnitude earthquake just rocked the Philippines. 7.4 magnitude earthquake just rocked the Philippines. At the same time, you have nation talking about peace. It's just connected to scriptures. When spoken of peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall follow. We'll see some shaking going on here. So again, the Philippines during the magnitude 7.4 earthquake that struck earlier. We have more videos. Guys, please pray for the people out there in the Philippines. But boy, oh boy. It says here, video shows damage in a facility in Philippines after 7.4 magnitude earthquake hits the Philippines earlier. There was a tsunami warning put out. Ooh. Once again, video showing the shaking from the magnitude 7.4 earthquake that hit the Philippines. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Man. They're on the very top too. Wow. Wow. Man, and it shook for a very long time. Man. Breaking news. The water receded. Excuse me, recedes. Give me a second here. The water recedes as tsunami warning issued after magnitude. It was a 7.6. Man, so it was downgraded to 7.4. Water is rapidly receding along parts of the southern Philippines after a powerful earthquake. Magnitude 7.6 earthquake struck offshore. Man. Wow. More footage shows aftermath of the earthquake in the Philippines. Not too long ago, the Philippines did get hit with a 6-point plus. It was like a few days ago. So new footage capture the chaos moments after the powerful earthquake struck the Philippines. Houses are seen trembling as people struggle to stay on their feet, with debris falling and walls shaking violently. Wow. Guys, you know what's give me a second here. Not too long ago, I posted this video here. This was way before the earthquake. Get a kit, make a plan. Breaking now, ABC 7 urges millions to prepare. New earthquake warning. And that video was way before the Philippine earthquake. So again, you may want to check this video out. The link will be in the comments box. All right, so they're sounding the alarm for the West Coast. They're really sounding the alarm for the West Coast. And I'm not trying to spook no one here, but again, you know, scripture tells us that there will be many shaking to come. At the same time, there's some wars going on. It seems like the entire country of Ukraine's in a blackout. Parts of Kiev plunged into darkness after massive Russian strike. Russia's latest strike reportedly knocked out powers across Kiev, left blank, leaving hundreds of thousands without electricity or running water. Wow. Man. Ooh, there you go. Lights out. Oh, man. Wow. Alright, we're going to get to all this news here, guys. Breaking. NATO E-3B Sentry Airborne Early Warning and Control aircraft is doing its loops again over eastern Poland, near the border with both Belarus and Ukraine, after its second refueling tonight from a U.S. Air Force KC-135R Strata tanker. The reason why there's so many planes out there now is because Ukraine is getting hit. They're literally getting hit. All right, let's go with the earthquake here. An earthquake of 7.4 magnitude struck off the southern Philippines on Friday, the U.S. Geological Survey said, and the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center in Honolulu issued a tsunami warning. Authorities in the Philippines told residents in some coastal communities to evacuate immediately because of the danger of life-threatening tsunami waves. Wow. The quake struck about 20 miles off the east coast of the southern Philippine island of Mindanao at a depth of 36 miles, the USGS said. Wow. Based on all available data, hazardous tsunami waves are forecast for some coast, the Tsunami Center warned. Tsunami waves up to 9.8 feet were possible in the Philippines, while waves of up to 3.2 feet could strike Indonesia and the Pacific island nation of Palau, its center added. Now, a video posted online from the Philippines showed people crouching down on sideways and traffic stopping as the earthquake shook the streets. Now, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology listed the southern coastal communities, including eastern Samar, the Dingnakan Island, Davao Oriental, and southern Leyte, warning residents there to evacuate immediately. A damaging and life-threatening tsunami has been created. Expect a dangerous tsunami at the beaches. Its waves are expected to be a meter or more higher. During those times, it will increase to normal or expected sea level, the institute said. Let me take you to the USGS. I want to see if that tsunami is still active. So this is where we at right now, guys. This is where we at. Give me a second here. Let me just open this window up so you guys could see the USGS earthquake. There we go. 7.4. And there is tons. There is some aftermath. I mean, not aftermath, aftershock. Wow. So you got Papua New Guinea is also getting hit. So the 7.4 struck 20 kilometers east of Santiago, Philippines. And then there was a 5.9. And then Papua New Guinea got hit with a 6.3. And then back to Philippines, 5.6. And then it goes back to the Philippines. Man. So you got Papua New Guinea with the 6.3, 10 kilometers. Man, these regions are getting hit. All right, give me a second here, guys. Let me just see if I could click this really quick. Um, any tsunami? No tsunami. Okay, tsunami has been cut off. Once again, the tsunami has been cut off. No tsunami warning, advisory, watch, or threat. All right, so there's no tsunami. Okay, so which is a good sign. It was a 7.4 magnitude, 14 miles. Wow, huge, man. Let me go back to the. I want to check the Papua New Guinea. I want to see if there's any tsunami alert going on there. Yeah, there's no tsunami warning. I don't see any tsunami warning. Okay, give me a second here. Give me 1 second here, guys. I want to see if there's any comments. I'm not seeing any comments. All right, so, but look at the West Coast. Man, what's going on in Texas? Some earthquake going on there. Okay, so, all right, so right now that's all the updates for the Philippines. Let me take it to the next news, and then at the very end, I'm gonna go back and see if there's any more update for the Philippines. All right, let's go with Kiev. There's a blackout going on, and it's not good. Missiles, one after another. A young one taken out, 12 injured amid mass of the bear strike on Ukrainian cities' energy infrastructure. This is not the first time they do this near wintertime. The bear launched Russia. Follow me with the code words. Okay, the bear launched a large-scale drone and missile strike on Ukraine overnight on October 10. Wow, taking a young one in Zaporizhia and injuring at least 3. My condolences and prayer goes out to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. All right, so at least 3 others in Zaporizhia and 9 in Kiev, while leaving parts of Ukraine capital without power. Now it says here loud explosion and ballistic missiles were reported by Kiev Independent journalists underground at approximately 2:30 a.m. local time as the Bear Country carried out an attack on the Ukrainian capital. Additional explosions were reported at about 3:30 a.m. Man. From the explosion that just occurred, a ballistic missile strike is ongoing. Missiles one after another. Air defense is active. All right. So it says here there were reports of ballistic missiles. So explosions and the sound of air defense system operating were earlier reported by a journalist on the ground at about 1 a.m. local time. Among the 9 injured, 5 have been hospitalized. In Kiev, due to strikes on critical infrastructure, there are power outages, he added, as the bear targets the Ukrainian capital critical infrastructure. A Kiev independent journalist in the city was left without water and power amid the strikes on the capital. Now it says here, the city left bank was left without electricity, and there are issues with Kiev's water supply. So there's no water, there's no running water, and there's no power. Reported at 3:34 a.m. In the Pechersk district, emergency services put out a blaze in a burning residential building caused by falling drone debris, adding that several floors caught fire before the blaze was extinguished. Now, in the Halazivisky district, another residential building was damaged and nearby cars caught fire. Meanwhile, in the Desniansky district, debris from a down of the Bear missile landed near a medical clinic, according to preliminary reports. Now, due to a massive enemy drone strike on the capital, there may be outages in electricity and water services. All emergency teams are monitoring the situation and ready to respond. Earlier in the night, at around 11:44 p.m. local time, you have Klenskov reported on Telegram that Ukrainian air defense forces were actively countering the incoming drones. Meanwhile, in Zaporizhia, the bear strike has taken a young one and injured at least 3 others, officials said. Doctors fought for the young one until the very end, but the injuries proved too severe, Regional Gov Ivan said. And this is again the consequences of these biblical wars. Again, I don't support none of this. I don't. But this is happening all over, and they don't put it out there. But in Gaza, is 100 times worse. I mean, literally, young ones just famines and gone. So biblical war happened all over the place. But again, the sleeping giant also does the same thing too. And people's gonna be like, "What are you talking about? Sleeping giant does not strike and do that type of stuff." Sleeping giant does a lot worse. You know, the facility where the woman goes to, again, the facility that take the young ones, you guys know, plan, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Millions of young ones gone. Innocent ones gone. So again, the bear is wrong for doing that. And I know a lot of people is upset with the bear. But again, there's other lands that does a lot worse when it comes to, you know, the young ones. This young one here is with the Lord right now. But again, like I say, guys, we need to pray for all the young ones. Pray for a lot of people out there. It says here you have ballistic equipments then targeted the region again around 5 a.m., leading to additional boom across the city. Windows were shattered, roof torn apart, and several homes were left uninhabitable. Now, local official warned that restoration work could take several days as utility lines and parts of the heating system were also damaged. Emergency services have been dispatched to the site, and the full extent of damage and casualties remains under investigation. Now, the bear has occupied part of Zaporizhia Oblast since launching its full-scale invasion in 2022, subjecting the rest of the region to near-daily aerial and artillery strikes. It says here the Energy Ministry earlier noted that the bear was launching a massive strike on Ukraine's critical energy infrastructure. As soon as security conditions allow, energy workers will begin assessing the consequences of the strike and restoration work, Energy Ministry said. Energy Minister said. I'm skipping their names there, guys. It says here, in recent weeks, the bear has intensified its strikes on Ukraine's civilian and energy infrastructure ahead of the winter season. The bear strike on energy infrastructure have destroyed more than half of Ukraine's natural gas production capacity ahead of the winter, Bloomberg reported on October 9, citing undisclosed sources. Alright, so once again, that's the latest updates. Alright, so give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go back on X and see if I can find anything, any updates. Once again, we do have some very important updates here. The bear launches drone and missile strike on Kiev. Yeah, we're gonna skip all this here. You guys already know. But man. Um, okay, so we have an update with the earthquake. No tsunami threat to Hawaii. An earthquake has occurred with these preliminary parameters. All right, tsunami is not expected, and there is no tsunami threat to Hawaii. All right, so that's a good thing. Breaking 20 minutes ago. NATO surveillance jet conducts night loops near Belarus and Ukraine border. All right, so we already know this one here, but someone just posted this one. Um, I'm going to share all this information on my Twitter page if you guys want to check it out. Wow. Breaking news, multiple videos of near catastrophic damage are emerging on social media following a magnitude 7.4 earthquake off the Philippine coast. It is believed tsunami waves could be impacting. A tsunami has been cut off. Kiev Post just shared this. The bear launched a massive overnight strike on Ukraine energy infrastructure. Parts of Kiev were left without power after ballistic and drones targeted the capital CHP plant. In Sumy region, emergency blackout schedules were introduced. In Zaporizhia, the Dnipro Hess dam was damaged and traffic across it has been halted. Residents were urged to limit gas use. Again, the gas issue happening right now. Okay, guys, I'm seeing something here. The bear just moved. Hold on, the bear just moved nuclear equipment to Venezuela. I'm not seeing anything about that. Hold on. Hold on. There is no credible evidence to suggest that the bear has moved nuclear to Venezuela. However, the bear and Venezuela have a long-standing military alliance, and the bear has periodically conducted military activity in the country. Again, they allies. That's it. But there is no evidence of nuclear being moved. And trust me, if that ever happens, the U.S. will be on that ASAP. Again, the U.S. is not going to allow that to happen. You will be hearing this and breaking news all over. Yeah, I'm not seeing it for no one. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, guys. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I I doubt it. If the bear moved nuclear to Venezuela, I mean that again, that's like the Cuban crisis. Excuse me. And we would know ASAP. We would definitely know ASAP. All right, so I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that nowhere. Give me a second here, guys. So it seems like everything is fine with the Philippines. Please pray for the people out there in Philippines and also Papua New Guinea. Pray for the people out there. The Pacific Ring of Fire is really hot right now. There's been a lot of earthquake going on in 2025 in that region. 7.4 now, so it was a 7.6, downgraded to a 7.4. Everything seems like it's good now. Let me take you back to the USGS earthquake map. I'm not seeing anything else. I'll refresh the page. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Seems like everything's good so far. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. This is the biggest one, 7.4, and then right here in Papua New Guinea, 6.3. And those places, those houses are made out of clay. So again, a strong magnitude like that would definitely bring down some of those houses. And I truly apologize, guys. I stutter a lot. I'm a stutterer. All right, give me a second here. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything, any updates about the U.S. commander address, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. The U.S. commander scheduled to make announcement Friday from the Oval Office at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, that could be again because of the possibly Gaza. I truly apologize, guys. Been making videos all day. Oh, it might be because of Chicago. Oh, another thing too. He might talk about invoking the Insurrection Act, Chicago. All right. So once again, Insider Paper just posted this not too long ago, happening tomorrow. The U.S. commander to make an announcement at 5 p.m. All right. So everybody's catching up to it. So there's a possibility he might talk about the Insurrection Act. Keep your eyes open. Seeing a lot of people saying the bare nuclear missile deployed to Venezuela. Again, I just don't see that. Again, I just don't see that. I don't see that happening. I mean, again, like I said, the U.S. commander, he would have ordered strike ASAP. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, so it seems like. Hold on. Look at this one. Kinzhal, wow. Kinzhal is a very powerful missile from Russia, and it was used today. You see that green light? That laser? Well, again, Kinzhal just hit. What was it? Kinzhal hit Dnepropetrovsk. Man, they're really dropping the hammer tonight. But again, this is not a shocker. I mean, they do this every day. Give me a second here. Alright, guys, it seems like this is all the information here. I'm not seeing anything else. So Venezuelan leader Nicolas is demanding for an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council to be held on Wednesday to stop the sleeping giant, US, coming invasion of Venezuela. Alright, guys, other than that, I think I'm going to end it here. Hold on, give me a second. We have an update, Philippines. Patient and staff evacuate hospital after 7.4. It was downgraded 7.4. Craig in Davao, Philippines. Man. Tremor shook buildings. Man. All right. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. But if you do me a favor, hit that like, share the video, subscribe. Thank you again for your support. Please pray for the people out there in the Philippines. And pray for the people around the world. Pray for the people in Papua New Guinea and Ukraine. And this is where we are right now, guys. I will keep you updated with all these news world events that's related to Bible prophecy. Jesus Christ is the only way, guys. Repent, believe in Christ, open your heart to Jesus, and receive the gift of the Holy Spirit. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. God bless to every single one of you. Till next time later. Peace.